Hello, this is LordUg. Yes, it is, and welcome to Don't Starve, or should I say, welcome to Cooking with LordUg. Yes, by popular demand, I have actually brought it back, and I kind of stopped it because every time Klei brought out a update, they usually mess with the figures of the food. So I kind of stopped because it kept pulling things out of date almost instantly. But I figured I'd do it now. So I'm going to start with one that I've always been my favourite. It's one I've always used. I think it's just because it's a good all-round food, and it's honey ham. Now I was thinking of putting on a special voice for the episode, but the really only one that would fit is a caveman. And I don't think that would fit, and that's a terrible caveman. But you know what I mean? Because be like, get food, throw it in a crock pot. Throw it in a crock pot. That sounds like lyrics to a song, doesn't it? Throw it in a... Wait there. Throw it in a crock pot. Cook it till it's really hot. I like morsel more than lamb. So I'll eat some honey ham. Honey ham is juicy. I saw Willie with Lucy. He was cutting down a tree. He didn't see me. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a funny mood. Okay, let's move on. I'll probably cut that out. Actually, I probably won't. I don't know. Let's carry on. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to get to doing some honey ham. So, yeah, I'll explain everything to you. Meatiness and everything. You'll see. Anyway, let's get going. So, let me start by explaining how to make honey ham, right? Now, there's different recipes to making honey ham. And the thing you've got to remember is, honey ham has to have a meatiness rating of 2. Okay? Now, that means that certain meats have a meatiness rating of 1, and other meats have a meatiness rating of half. For instance, smaller foods, like your morsels and your frog's legs, these have a meatiness rating of half, whereas things like monster meat and meat, these both have meatiness ratings of 1. So what you need is meatiness rating of 2, and at least one space has to be done by honey, of course, because honey ham. So we can make it different ways. For instance, that's a meatiness rating of 1, that's a meatiness rating of 2. Now we can put honey in there, and that's it. We now have honey ham, because we only need a meatiness rating of 2 with some honey. So we can put anything in there. Let's throw in berries, and that'll be honey ham. Then again, we can do it a different way. You can do 1 meat, 2 halves of any meats, and then of course you need the honey. And that's honey ham. Or my favourite recipe, morsel, which is half, morsel, which is half, so together they make 1. 1 monster meat, which makes 2. There's your 2 meatiness, and then a honey. That's my favourite recipe because I find it quite easy to get. You're always bumping into something, spiders, hounds, or something that just monster meat. And honey's easy to get with bee boxes once you've got the bee boxes going. And otherwise, morsel's terribly easy to get because you just put the traps down. So it's a very easy one to get. But as you can see, look, we've got a honey ham, like I said. And this one will be honey ham, and that will be honey ham. There you go, that one's come through. And we know that one is. So, and yeah, we can make another one. So let's do a monster meat. And let's do 2 frog's legs. Because again, frog's legs are half. So them 2 make 1. And monster meat is 1 on its own. So that makes 2. And then as long as you throw in the... There you go. As long as you throw in the honey, that makes honey ham. Now, the thing is, if we change the recipe a slight bit. So if I go... let me think. Meat, honey, berry. That will be honey ham. Okay? But here I'm going to go meat, berry, And that should make meatballs. Because the difference between honey ham and meatballs is quite close. Mainly it's just the case of if you miss, as long as you have a meatiness rating below 3 and you miss out the honey, you'll usually get meatballs. There you go. Meatballs, told you. And then but this one will be honey ham. So there you go. That is how you make honey ham. There are some of the recipes for you there. So you can have like honey, normal morsel monster meat, which is the one I like. You can have honey, monster meat, then like frog's legs, which you've seen. I've done that one. You can have honey, meat, monster meat, and then anything, any filler you wish, berries, vegetables, anything except twigs, but anything else you could put in. Honey, meat, monster meat, that's another one. And of course, the old favourite was just the one I used to use when back in the day, was just like meat, honey, which was a good old recipe. So there you go. That is how you make monster meat. Now, the rundown on sorry, not monster meat. That's not how you make. That's how you make honey ham. Now, the rundown on honey ham is hunger is it refills 75 on your hunger, which is great. We like that. It's a big hit. And if you don't believe me, there you go. I'm on 81. So let's eat that. And all the way back to 150. So, you know, that were near enough 70 points there. So, honey ham replaces 75 hunger, but it also replaces 30 health, which is actually very good. I know meatballs are about 62.5 hunger, but they only do 5 on your health. See, that's what makes honey ham so good, because it does that. So 75 on your hunger, 30 on your health, and it gives about 5 on your sanity. So, well, that's it. That's all they need to show you. Remember, just make sure you've got a meatiness rating of 2, and you've got a honey in there, and you will get honey ham. And it really is one of the best recipes out there. So thank you for watching Cooking with LordUg. Remember, leave a like if you like it, because it does help me out. And it lets me know that you love this, and I know to do more. And comment if you wish. Let me know what your favourite recipes are, and yeah, I'm sure I'll get round to them eventually. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. You take care, and make some of that honey ham. Yum yum.